So I've been hanging out with Cody McKenzie a lot lately.
Hey, Kitty Hawk.
He's got a ton of good things to say about you. First of all, tell me how you got the nickname Cheese.
You know, my last name's kind of a tough one to my last name's a tough one to pronounce, and a lot of times at wrestling tournaments, people would say Chisea, and so a lot of guys on my wrestling team started to call me Cheese. Essentially, when I transitioned to MMA, a couple guys I wrestled with made the transition with me, so the nickname just kind of carried over in my gym, so a lot of people back home call me Cheese.
And how did you and Cody become friends?
Cody and us becoming friends was a little bit of a process. When I first started training, I found it very hard that he was better than me at grappling. You know, he's beating me up on the feet. We're 9 days apart in age, and same build, same frame. He was beating me up, and so we really didn't get along at all for like a year and a half. We really hated each other, yelling at each other, always talking crap, but essentially our friendship was hardened by the fire. So, you know, he's a very good friend of mine, and I'm glad I met him, because I wouldn't have met him if I would have never gotten into the sport.
Talk about some of the other people that helped you get to this point outside of the house before you ended up in the Tough House.
Definitely Rick Little. He's the guy that owns the gym I train at back home. He's my coach. You know, he scouted me out. He found me. He brought me in, and I owe a lot to him. Sam Cecilia, obviously, you know, he's my big brother. He's my main training partner. I train with him every day. This has been the longest I've gone without training with him, but you know, we owe a lot to each other. We got each other here. Lyle Beerbaum, you know, he helped me a lot. He's a very tough guy, and you know, he's been there for a lot of my fights in the early days of my career. And you know, and Cody, I got a lot of tough amateurs, a lot of other guys back home, but you know, between Rick, Sam, Cody, and Lyle, I mean, those are the four guys that have helped me a lot with my career.
And you'll stay there? You have no plans on changing camps or traveling or anything like that?
Spokane's my home, man. I coach a wrestling team there, and you know, I'm not going to leave Spokane. I intend on trying to get a couple guys to move over and come do camps with us, and but I'm definitely going to travel. You know, I want to go to Sacramento and train with Uriah. I want to go train with some of my teammates from the show. Even Al, you know, when the whole thing's over and we're done fighting, I still want to go over and train with him and Matt Serra. But yeah, I definitely want to travel, do some cross training, learn some new things, but I'll always base my camps, and I'll always stay in Spokane.
One last question, how is it dealing with all this media?
You know, it's a little bit, it's not overwhelming, I can't say, because I've been a little bit seasoned from the show with all the cameras and stuff, but you know, it's awesome to finally get out there and just kind of get my voice heard, tell my story, and I want to cap this thing off right with a win on Friday.
Any plans to ever shave the beard, or is it staying on?
Once the fight's over, I'm going to shave the beard off. I'm going to donate my hair to Locks for Love. You know, I always keep a beard through a training camp. Once I sign for a fight, I quit shaving. Unfortunately, I've been in a 6-month training camp, so I haven't had a chance to trim or shave. So, you know, Friday after the fight, it's coming off.